Have you ever looked up at the night sky and been deeply shocked by a colorful and ever-changing drone light show? Or have you seen drones flying around the disaster relief site in news reports, bringing hope to the trapped people? Today, China's drone industry is rising with great momentum and constantly appearing on the global stage. In April 2025, on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the liberation of southern Vietnam, a drone festival that shocked the world was staged in Vietnam. 10,000 drones provided by the Chinese team gathered together. When the takeoff command was issued, 10,518 drones took off. In this performance, drones accurately arranged multiple commemorative images, including historical scenes of the liberation of southern Vietnam, National Unification Commemorative Symbol, Epigram of the development of Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, rise to a new era, theme patterns, and design modeling of 3 major projects, and so on. According to the information I investigated, all the products and technologies used in this Vietnam 10,000 drone show are from the Chinese brand Demoda. This is also another record-breaking feat after Demoda set the Guinness World Record for 10,000 drone performances in China for the first time on September 26, 2024. So the question is, why are Chinese drones so powerful? Where else are drone performances equally amazing? Next, let me answer for you. If you like our video content, please click to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can receive all our latest video content. Now, let's get into today's topic. When it comes to the country with the strongest civilian drones in the world, the first thing that comes to mind for many people is definitely China. China has begun to develop drones since the 1950s, but at that time it was mainly to serve the military field and quietly lay the foundation for national defense modernization. At the beginning of the 21st century, with the rapid development of the civilian market, coupled with the rapid progress in fields such as electronic technology and materials science, China's drone industry finally ushered in a real spring. In 2010, the scale of China's civilian drone market was just over a few hundred million yuan. By 2023, it had soared to the 100 billion level. As of now, China's drone market share has exceeded 90% worldwide. In recent years, China has also made major breakthroughs in the endurance and load-bearing capacity of drones. Today's new batteries can greatly extend the flight time. Some industrial-grade drones have a battery life several times longer than before, which is suitable for long-term and large-scale operations. What's more amazing is that large drones can now carry hundreds of kilograms of cargo, even for cargo transportation and rescue. Compared with similar products abroad, China's drones are simply beating in terms of cost-effectiveness. With strong performance and affordable prices, it is no wonder that users all over the world are increasingly inclined to choose Chinese products. Of course, when it comes to the most eye-catching applications now, drone light shows are definitely indispensable. Hundreds or thousands of drones fly in formation in the air, changing into various patterns and animations, and the scene is both dreamy and shocking. Now, many major events and festivals will arrange a drone show, which has become an indispensable part of Chinese cultural activities. However, it should be mentioned that although China's drone performances are now very amazing, it was not China that first applied drones to light shows. As early as 2012, a groundbreaking performance was staged at the Linz Electronic Arts Festival in northern Austria. This was also the world's first public outdoor drone show. That night, more than 90,000 spectators flocked to both sides of the Danube to witness this historical moment of perfect combination of technology and art. A few years later, in 2016, technology giant Intel took drone performances to a new level, not only breaking multiple world records for formation flying, but also allowing drones to appear on the Olympic stage for the first time. The light show at the opening ceremony of the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics shocked audiences around the world and also marked the official entry of drone art into the mainstream, becoming one of the protagonists in large-scale events. As the world's strongest drone manufacturing country, China certainly will not be left behind. At that time, Chinese companies conducted an epic drone drill in Shenzhen. A full 5,200 drones took off at the same time, completing a series of complex formation changes in the night sky. The show was so stunning that it broke 4 Guinness World Records in one go. The most drones in flight, the largest light source image, the longest animation show, and the most patterns formed by the same formation. Then in March 2023, a wonderful drone show was held at the Dong'an Lake Sports Park in Chengdu, China. This time, it was to welcome the 100-day countdown to the 31st Summer University Games. That night, thousands of drones lit up the night sky, presenting a visual feast full of technology and artistic charm to the citizens of Chengdu and the world. Of course, as the reputation of Chinese drone shows grows, other countries will also invite Chinese drone teams to perform during important festivals. Last October, Saudi Arabia specially invited the Chinese team to Riyadh to create an unprecedented visual feast. That night, the desert sky became a huge canvas. 6,000 drones took off in unison, and between the shining lights, the huge heads of the Saudi king and crown prince slowly emerged in the night sky. The facial features of the characters in the show were clearly discernible, and even the decorations on the crown were accurately restored. Many people took out their mobile phones to shoot on the spot, and even social media was flooded with this aerial spectacle. One audience member said with emotion, "Although we have heard of China's drone technology for a long time, it is only when we see such scale and precision with our own eyes that we truly understand what top means." Then on April 28th this year, Vietnam ushered in the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South. At this special historical note, the Chinese drone team also staged an amazing drone show in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. On the evening of the 28th, 10,518 Chinese drones lined up neatly and took off into the sky. In just a few minutes, history and technology merged into one. From the reappearance of the scene of the liberation of the South, to the logo of national unification, to the epitome of the development of Ho Chi Minh City, the theme graphics of Vietnam's rise to a new era, and the three-dimensional outlines of the 3 major key projects. All the screens switched accurately, and the arrangement was coherent, with almost no error. Speaking of this, you may also be curious about how tens of thousands of drones are controlled when performing in the air. To complete a precise drone show, the requirements for the flight control system are very high. Each drone must not only be able to fly forward and backward, hover, and pan accurately, but also adjust its position and lighting accurately in the air. Each drone is a moving pixel. It needs to fly to a precise position and turn on the lights of a specific color to present a preset pattern together. All these operations are controlled by computer programming in advance. Each drone has its own independent script, including flight trajectory, time nodes, and lighting changes. All must be planned in advance and cannot be messed up at all. The reason why drones can be so flexible in the air is the speed coordination of the 4 rotors. Simply put, the rotor rises when it is fast and descends when it is slow. The 4 rotors have different speeds, which can achieve tilt, pan, and even 360-degree rolls. But as long as one rotor goes wrong, the entire drone may turn over. The whole formation can be coordinated so well because each drone has its own flight control system, that is, its brain. Although the instructions from the ground are simple, when they're actually executed, the flight control system needs to calculate the speed, angle, and position of each rotor to fly steadily and accurately. Of course, there's a core factor in all drone performances, that is, the communication network. In a large-scale formation, each drone is actually a network node. Who communicates with whom, how information is transmitted, and how to allocate task resources all rely on this self-organizing system to silently coordinate behind the scenes. And even if there is strong interference or communication interruption, as long as simulation and parameter settings are done before flight, the drone can still automatically complete the task and fly back to the starting point according to the trajectory, and the overall performance will not be affected by individual mistakes. In order to ensure that the drone show of 10,000 people held in Vietnam can go smoothly, the Chinese team has made great efforts in the early preparations. The entire team is composed of a group of experienced engineers and pilots. They conducted multiple rounds of simulation tests and full process drills before the official performance, striving to present every detail perfectly in actual combat. In order to further ensure flight safety, the team has also formulated a complete emergency plan to cover various possible emergencies to ensure rapid response and foolproofness in any situation. However, despite such thorough preparations, accidents still happened. On the evening of April 30th, after the fireworks celebrating the commemorative event ended, a large number of drones took off and lit up the night sky of Ho Chi Minh City. But just a few minutes later, all the drones had landed in a hurry, and the whole show ended hastily. When the same batch of drones took off again in Saigon Riverside Park, they lost control due to signal interference, and many drones fell from the air, and some even fell directly to the ground like shooting stars. On the evening of May 1st, Ho Chi Minh City announced the suspension of all drone performances. As far as I know, the main reason is that there was a large area of radio interference at the scene, which may bring serious flight safety risks. Therefore, the organizer decided to suspend the flight and urgently retrieve all drones to ensure the safety of personnel and equipment at the scene. It is worth mentioning that this is not the first time that an accident has occurred during a Chinese drone show in Vietnam. Earlier this year, a Korean drone introduced by Vietnam also caused an accident during a public performance due to technical failure. In January this year, Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, was rehearsing for a drone show on New Year's Eve, which was scheduled to be officially unveiled on the night of the Lunar New Year. However, during the rehearsal, a large-scale crash occurred and several drones fell one after another after losing control in the air. Some drones even caused serious fires when they fell near the My Dinh National Stadium, and the scene was in chaos for a time. After the accident, Vietnam's evaluation of South Korea dropped sharply. It is rumored that several scheduled Korean drone shows were also urgently stopped. It is understood that the main reason for the accident was that in order to save costs, they used ordinary lithium batteries instead of safer explosion-proof batteries. As a result, in the hot and humid environment of Vietnam, the battery overheated and spontaneously combusted, which eventually caused this catastrophic accident of crashing just after takeoff, becoming a complete rollover scene. Earlier, Japan also tried to use 3,000 drones for formation performances, but the result also ended in failure. The reason is that Japanese drones mainly rely on GPS for positioning and control, but in urban areas with dense high-rise buildings, GPS signals are easily lost, causing drones to frequently collide in the air and their formations to be completely unmaintained. The entire performance became a mess, and the scene was quite embarrassing. To not miss out on our future projects and news updates, please make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. We will continue to provide you with more exciting and interesting content.